play different roles. You've had a bit of a chance to bowl not too long ago in the Masters. You've been doing some commentary and now coaching. Which one of the three pumps you up the most?
I mean, you know, my passion obviously is personal training. You know, it was always, I came through the military system, so I meant from 16 years old I was doing the running, the training, so it's become a part of me, a part of my DNA. And you know, of course, I love strength and conditioning, so that would be my number one.
Talk about strength and conditioning. That's what you need. A bit of that from Tino Best has rubbed off on the Spice Man, and that is a hero, Mac Voice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, guys have been in lockdown training hard, you know. I think the most important thing for athletes nowadays is the eating. I think that's the most important thing. I think that the training will come along as it goes, but I think the hardest thing is to try to get the guys to eat properly. And, you know, I just hope that they continue, not here in Trinidad, but when they get back to the various territories as well.
You said you've qualified for the semi-finals, but what has been the secret to the Zouks' success in 2020?
I mean, Darren Sammy, you know, leading from the front as always. You know, he hasn't got any runs. He got a wicket today, thank God. But, you know, Darren brings a different energy. And, you know, having the opportunity to work with guys like Andy Flower, who took England to #1, I think that his coaching methods has really rubbed off on the guys and really given them a different outlook on the game. So he's been doing a terrific job along with Donovan Miller and Roddy Eswick. So I think we have a very good coaching staff, and I think that the guys are going to go from stride to stride.
And obviously rubs off on the youngsters. We saw Kimani Melius, under-19 captain for the West Indies. Good. We'll just come back to you, Tino. At the end of that, it's 39 for 1.
Yeah, Raz.
.39 for 1, still here, pitch side with the two hunks side by side. Tino Best, as you said, we started talking about the youngsters and the likes of Andy Flower rubbing off on, say, someone like a Kimani Melius, Mark Dale. How important is that for West Indies cricket going ahead?
I mean, it's absolutely important because they get a different outlook as well. You know, Mr. Flower bring all his experience as well. And, you know, as I said before, you know, just leading England to #1 in the world. So that is so much experience. There's so much advice as well for these youngsters. And I think that's very important for our young cricketers to just listen. They need to take it in as well. Not only listen, but just to put it in their day-to-day work ethic. I think that's going to be the critical thing for our young cricketers coming through, their work ethic, and not getting carried away but just concentrating only on T20. I know that's exactly what we're doing, but I just still think that Test cricket is the ultimate, and that's where I think that a lot of guys should really be putting a lot of more of their emphasis on. And I think that what happens is that if you're a good Test cricketer, it helps you with your T20 game as well. Ross and Chase is a perfect example. So I just want them to still think that Test cricket is the ultimate.
Just to finish up, we talked about someone like Andy Flower, but what about the Caribbean connection? You're there in the squad, and of course Roddy Estwick. That is important to have, the Caribbean connection, passing on the expertise.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's always a pleasure to work with a franchise for the first time. You know, obviously given the opportunity, and just to obviously help with the bowlers as well. You know, given my little expertise. I wasn't a Courtney Walsh, but I still think I play long enough that I can give somebody my advice onto the youngsters. So I think that that's very important. Roddy Eswick, I always thought was a terrific bowling coach. And, you know, it's always good to see older players getting involved with the game. I would love to see Curtly Ambrose and stuff around. I see Courtney Walsh here as well. So when I see guys like Courtney Walsh, who has done tremendously well for West Indies cricket, I think that's a good sign.
Well, thank you very much, Tino Best. We're going to go upstairs to a couple of gentlemen who've also been spending time at the gym, especially Danny Morrison. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, GB. Expected to see Mr. Bamani on that bike, actually. Would like to see him conducting the interview from up on there. Yeah, it's just trying to get into a really good rhythm here, Mark Dale. He's been there 23 deliveries for 19. Just finding the fielder a little bit. He'd love to gap it somewhat, but a bit more. He had to hustle there. It was a good throw, good return.
on, lads. Here we
An
are,
asking
boys. Here
rate
we
here,
are.
it's now 10.85. Little arm ball that just slides on. Raza, 1 to go in the 8th.
One.
He's tried to cream this one. He's going to keep the strike, I feel. Yeah, he is. Markdown. 45 for 1.
Come on, lads. Here, lads. Here we are. What? And then Cam over to you.
72 deliveries remaining for the Zouks to try and get to 176.
Yeah, boys.
It's getting up towards 11s. Spiceman is off strike again. Needs something special from Fletcher. Oh, hello. Oh, no, naughty. Darren Bravo. That's not the way to do a long barrier, youngsters, if you're watching.
Lovely, Kerry. Go on there, lads. Come on there, boys.
More like the short barrier. Did the right thing, throwing at the stumps. If it hit, it would have been out. Bravo just leaving a gap between his legs, which the ball found quite comfortably. Frustrating for the Frenchman.
Carrie Pierre. Feeling for you, buddy. So the 50 up for the Zouks.
Lovely, Jordan.
Spicy's doing the same. He's finding the fielder.
Lovely, Kerry.
These two.
Come on, lads. Come on, boys. Here we go, lads. Here we go.
Stresses and strains of coaches. On the charge.
Lovely.
Here's the other Bravo.
Lovely, lads. Keep going,
He stops this one.
boys.
BJ.
Lovely, lads. Come on, boys.
Colin Monroe sadly won't take further part in this tournament. Broken hand, up and over. Nice from Dale. There's a strike back to Fletcher. Let's see what Fletcher. 2 deliveries to go, and the rest of this over, the 9th. Desperately need a couple of maximum soon here, the Zouks. Sived. Racing. Raz is going to get there, though. They'll get 2.
Well, they've backed themselves in a corner here with the run rate now just tipping close to 11 required per over, where there's still 11 overs remaining. So it's a long time to maintain quite a substantial run rate.
Lovely, lads. Lovely, boys.
Both players continually picking out the field. They're not getting the boundaries they need. 9 overs gone. It's 55 for 1.
Glaring stat in that power play, huge difference. And now we're into the second phase. And those middle overs, which Zouks tend to step it up. Definitely not bad in that stage, but as you say, Moods, They have dug themselves into a bit of a hole here. They need to get a crack on. Here's Seals. And he has got good pace. Exciting prospect, Jaden Seals, up against Fletcher here. And I think Fletcher might just enjoy this if he gets the ball where he wants a little cuts and flicks off his hip. If he gets too straight here, Fletcher will fancy it. But also that small boundary for the scything cut, slash over point. You've got to be careful there. Fletcher's so good. Got to come back for two. Have we got a little injury out there? That's not Frenchie, is it? The same this time. Oh, that is uncomfortable when you roll on the ball when you're diving.
Yeah, it's a good save, but just lost control of it, just rolled on it. So I think it's just given his ribs a bit of a tickle. Oh, yeah. Nasty.
Facetious teammates who go, look, I've got something for you. It's called time. In time, it'll be all right. The pain will have gone. Well, with his injury, we might just take a little drinks break here. Have the Angostura LLB drinks break with the Zouks 57 for 1 here.